If you look up any car, what they've done is they've created a landing page for every vehicle. So when you Google the vehicle in the city, you get a landing page for that vehicle in the city, right? So they've done the same thing, not just for the rental car. They've done it for the actual vehicle, all of them. On the back end, they've created it where wherever you list your vehicle, like you list your vehicle, they have the site where it programs to make a page for your listing address, which may be in this location, you know what I'm saying, like Dunwoody, whatever.
Right.
It will actually land in that area for that type of car. So when someone searches for it, your car could pop up on the search results.
What's up with it, man? It's the kid Pushman Mitch, host of the No Fluff podcast. You already know it's the kid with the swag, the whips, and of course the bag. Now, I got one of our great friend tours right here. My man's teaching me everything on how to get my SEOs up. This is an SEO expert, meaning if you don't know how to get your shit at the top of Google, then you probably need to rock with my man. He can probably get you in the game. Some of y'all businesses ain't never been seen when we go search y'all. He can show you how to get you not only search, but be the first one search. And we all know what the first one search means. That must mean the most best business. Like that's what immediately what a psychological mind is going to think. Who's at the top? They're the best. That's what we think. When you go put restaurants in your area, you put restaurants, the first one to come up, like, oh, this must be the best restaurant. Everybody thinks that. He can show you how to be the person who everybody thinks is the best. My boy Chris, what's the deal, my boy?
What's up, bro?
Thank you for coming through, man. How you like the lamb?
I like the lamb, bro.
You like the lamb? I'm gonna let you take it. You wanna switch Escalade? I know you just got a 2022 Escalade.
For a day.
Oh, you can switch for a day?
For a day.
Say less. That's all I need it for. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's new, man? Let's matter of fact, before we even go to what's new, I want you to tell everybody why they should be following Chris and who are you and what you bring to the table and why somebody would want to be seeing or knowing anything about SEO.
Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Williams. I am a 12-year SEO. I've done over 300 websites, and I have a 100% success rate at getting my clients ranked on the first page of Google, and I have a 100% success rate at getting my clients leads as a result of them being on the first page. So that's unique in that not only do we get the visibility, but we actually able to make our clients money when people are searching for what they do.
Okay.
And so my point here is really to highlight on how people can increase their visibility and traffic organically instead of just paid.
Right, so a lot of people really focus on like ads, right? Most people, when they think marketing, they think ads, but that's not really particularly what you specialize in. You really specialize in awareness, really, right? And making sure, like, I mean, you could say it better than me, but that's not your like, what's the difference between what you do? And I want you to tell them what SEO means, because a lot of people, the common person doesn't know what SEO is, and they're like, when they hear it, they just like, what the hell is that? So what is SEO? And then the difference between ads and then what SEO is.
So there's a technical definition of SEO, which is search engine optimization, and the technical meaning is to bring a website from the back of search results to the front of search results. That's a technical definition. My definition of SEO is making the best website. That's really what it comes down to. Can you make the best website? And Google is going to naturally take the best website and put it number one. And so technically that's what it is. As relates to like ads, you can pay to be number one. You know, Google is, at the end of the day, they want to make money. They allow you to pay to be number one. But the entire purpose of the search engine is to provide the best search result when people are searching for what they need. So when Google is providing a result, they're actually solving their clients' needs. And when a person gets what they're searching for, when they need something else, where they're going to come. Okay. So because their number one agenda is to provide the solution for the search, even when it comes to paid ads, if you can demonstrate that you have the best information on your website, Google will save you money off your pay-per-click ad as well.
That's strong. Okay, cool. So yeah, everybody, y'all probably need to holler at my boy and get your SEO up, right? So what I mean by that is this. When I first started doing business, right, I made a Google business page. And when I made a Google business page, I didn't use Google's website builder. And what I seen was I switched to using Google's website builder, and they favored my my website. it was dope. So they started putting my shit up higher. So when I would Google it, it would pop right up. And you know, and Google actually does a lot of stuff for you that makes it easier for you to make money too.
Sure.
So I like that. So I'm glad you know, I know you, so I can just hit you up if I need some help. So for a common person like that doesn't know Chris Williams, outside of the SEO, what other things that you do as well in your entrepreneurial journey?
So, you know, doing what I've done, I actually was blessed to be contacted by a manufacturer out of China that looked to increase their market share. And they were selling massage gun products. And so they contacted me back in 2019 to partner with them. And I immediately asked them to send me, it's October 2019. So I asked them to send me the product, and I loved it. And so I founded the company Total Massage Gun. And it was a hit. First year we did 6 figures. #1 distributor here in Georgia, Atlanta. And we've been solid since.
And first kicked it with Chris, I bought a Total Massage Gun. A gold one.
He bought the gold one.
The Goldie. So when people see that, they always ask me about it. So I know I need to get an affiliate link for him, because every time I got the gold massage gun, they'd be like, yo, where you get that from? They, you know, I'm kind of flashy. You see the gold. You see the swag. I gotta have a massage gun that look the same as my drip. You dig what I mean? But also, it actually works really well. It got like different pieces you can add onto it to where you can put it in the freezer, and then you got different, like all different attachments that make it doper, like it hit different spots of the body. So it's actually a great product, which is why I like it. So you know, get you a Total Massage Gun. We're gonna drop the link under here, and then y'all can grab one too. You got a link. You got a discount for No Fluff, right?
I got a discount.
All right, so y'all gonna get a discount. Get y'all a massage gun, because them joints be saving me plenty of shoulder pain. I get my girl, I'll be like, yo, put that joint right in between, you know, that neck medulla oblongata mode. You feel me? I'm like, put it on the medulla oblongata. But nah, so bro, so when I first met you too, I mean, you know, you dived in, you said you got one of my courses, and you was like, yo, you trying to get into the rental car space, and then you end up getting a few cars. But what I was just talking about, that 2022 Escalade, talk about how you started getting cars and why and how it's been going.
So yeah, man, when I first bought my car, it was because I saw your podcast with Sleepers for Suckers. I saw that back.
Shout out to Dave.
They play ball with him too. Killer. But yeah, so we you know, I had seen the podcast and I was intrigued, but had to get my credit straight. Got it, you know, worked for maybe a year, got my credit where I wanted it to.
Got you.
My business credit was great. And so one day playing basketball, shout out to Phil Correa, he told me to get the Ally.
Yeah.
Went there, and I got that loan. And so we went through the process, and I got my first Escalade. So at that point, I got a vehicle, and now I'm like, okay, now how do I put this on the app? How do I move forward with you know, getting the vehicle out there? So that's what I knew I needed to get a class. And it just so happened that you had a mastermind coming up that weekend.
For sure.
So I got the car on Wednesday. You had a mastermind that Friday.
Oh man, talking about divine intervention.
It is perfect. So came to the mastermind. I never paid that much for a course before. But I feel like the first day in that mastermind, I got my money's worth with the information that was given as far as mindset, you know, your priorities, understanding your business, thinking about your business, you know, in a way that helps your customer, not just you, but thinking about how to make your product unique compared as it relates to your competitors.
Absolutely.
I felt that was very unique. And so some of the things that I learned, but
so
you know,
how, you had one car, now how many?
Now I have 5.
5. And what kind?
All of them Escalades.
All Escalades. And he made his niche is Escalades. He's going with the Escalade swag. And your wife was dropping off a car where last night?
At the airport.
At the airport. So he was moving. He came to another mastermind, another one. So that was last year. Last year was that
March. It was March.
March. It was this year. So it was months ago, and now he just came to another mastermind. And whilst he picking up the 2022, his wife was dropping off the other, I think it was 2019? 2020 Escalade. So he's really getting busy. So this is what you call a real serious entrepreneur who knows his stuff. And the cool thing about Chris is what I'll tell you is he hit me up. He was like, yo, I've been getting so many hits off of my website. I'm gonna send you business. So if somebody has hit me up for something that he doesn't have, he sends it to me. So we know that the SEO works. He's got that down pat. You can't argue with the results. So that's one thing I respect about you, bro. You actually, whatever you say, you do. And a lot of people don't understand how serious that is in business. I trust, if I ever refer somebody to you, I know that you're going to handle business. And that's bigger than money. That's bigger than credit. That's something that nobody can, take away from you. So just keep doing your thing, bro. I want to congratulate you on your 2022 Escalade. Congratulate you on, you told me some nice numbers when before we got on the air. You told me some nice numbers you did last month. We going to keep that, you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, I'll tell them about it.
Oh, tell them about it, man. What you was looking like last month? What you did?
We did 27,000.
27,000 last month. That's a pretty good number. A lot of people don't make that in a year. Do you know that? A lot of people don't make 27,000 in a year, honestly. I mean, you got to think about, minimum wage is the common denominator amongst the masses. So you'll see people who don't even make 27,000 a year, and then they get tax taken out. And then when they get their tax return, which is money that got taken out their checks anyway, they're celebrating getting not even close to even half of it back. So $27,000 in a month is incredible. So, you are above average, my boy. You know that?
Blessings. I think for me, one of the things that I wanted to do when I took your class was try to learn how to take money that I make and reinvest it back so that I can make more, right?
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Getting into this business was me making the investment, the monthly car note, but how can I make that car an asset?
Absolutely.
And you highlight that in your podcast, and bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do to the community, the time you take to give back, to educate, that you don't have to do. You take that
Absolutely.
out of your own time to, to try to make the community a better place. And that's why you're blessed.
Yeah.
You make it easy for God to bless you. And you know what I'm saying? The people of the mastermind, the class that I was in, as well as the second one, I'm sure like to take the opportunity to say, thanks for the time that you put.
I appreciate that, bro. Sincerely, and I feel it. I feel the love. I feel the the thankfulness from people, and it makes me feel good. That's what it is. And I like to put out that same energy, and that energy that I put out, I really do get it back times 20. So you put out some energy, you spoke to the folks and you told them what was going on with you, which I appreciate. Sure. And also that helped a lot of people, who probably wouldn't have started their journey had they not heard your story. I mean, so you made an impact already as well. So that's dope as well. So what I wanted to say is you got to understand this. You have a job other than just to make money for yourself and your family. We got a job to be a mirror for other people. So what you do, and like even when you pulled up in the Escalade, I don't think you know how many people was like, yo, like even you had the older Escalade. So to you it was like, it's like, yeah, this is not the new one. But for them, they like, yo, I never seen one like that. Yeah. And it's like sometimes when we accomplish things, we forget like that it was a big deal. And sometimes, like even my house, you see what I be doing. I be like when people see my house, they be like, yo, oh, it's so dope. I'll be like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Because me in particular, it's a trick that I do to myself to make me work harder. Yeah, it make me work harder and make me strive for the next thing. So, but I knew this was coming. So me getting the house isn't shocking. So even you getting the Escalade, you already knew it was coming. He was like, I'm gonna get another one because I'm doing well with it. So it's making sense. I'm doing well with my other house. My other house paid for this house. So, I knew it was coming. It was just destiny. So just like next year, when I get a bigger house and when I add the things to this house and sell the properties behind it, it's not going to be shocking to me. So I want you to tell us, what's your goal for the next 3 years?
My goal for the next 3 years is to really, I want to create a course for SEO. I want to educate in the same way that you've done people on what they can do for their own website to get traffic, free traffic, right?
Right.
When I say free, you can pay for it or you can work for it. Right. So I can teach you how to actually do it yourself, or you can actually pay a professional to do it. So that's I want to create a course.
That's true.
From there, I also would like to expand my fleet of cars.
Okay. What's your cap? How many cars you think you want to stop at?
I don't like to put a limit on it.
It can be any amount then.
It could be any amount.
All right, well, dope. All right, so let me teach you, since I'm a teacher coaching on the online space. So first thing you're gonna have to do when you make this course for the people, which I already know is gonna be dope because I've seen you do this in real life, is to make it so easy a kid can do it. Okay. So if a new person is watching this live and they're watching the show and they're like, okay, cool, I want to use SEO, I want my stuff to go to the top of Google, or I want to make the first step to making my stuff be a priority when someone searches whatever is in my business, what would they do? First thing.
First thing they would do is just they would change their meta tags.
Okay.
People, when they hear about SEO, first thing they hear about is meta tags. But that's the main thing that people don't. They've changed their title, their description, and the keywords. If you just change that, that can, in many ways, impact your search.
Meta tags.
Yeah, so that's your title, your description, just the title of your page, which is your home page, your about us page, your shop page, whatever page, and then your description, what's on the page.
So how would you change that? How would you change that?
It's spelled out on every website builder. There's a code that says meta title, and you just change it to, if you're renting cars, rental cars Atlanta. That's going to be your title.
So whenever somebody Googles Atlanta rental cars, it's going to pop up.
So you just label it your keyword. The keyword that you think people want to search for, you're going to make your title tag the actual keyword. That's the first thing. And to your point, you really just got to decide you got to determine what do you think people are searching for first. Once you figure out what it is that you're searching for, then you're going to make that your title. Whatever your title is, it needs to be mentioned in your description. Whatever your description is, you need to have pictures of what you're describing. Whatever you just really have pictures of, you need to have content talking about what your title is. As you have everything, all your information is related to that same topic, you allow yourself to stand out from the crowd who might not have been so detailed to talk about that same item. How many words is on your page? How many times you mention the keyword? How many pictures do you have of that particular topic? Those are types of factors that Google are using to determine.
Meta tags, keywords, go to your website builder. It's easy for him, but for most people, it's not easy for it. So we trying to make it easy so y'all can leave from this and already actually start figuring out how to get your SEO together, right? So give me one more step and then we'll move on from that. I want to really let them be able to see how much your knowledge goes, because a lot of people don't understand SEO. Like, it's really something that's not taught or talked about that much. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give you a gem that's very relatable, but it's very helpful. So if you think about SEO, the best SEO in the world is Google themselves.
Okay.
They do the best SEO. So if you look at the way they structure their website, it helps you actually how you structure your site. So if you look, when you do a search, the first thing they do is they put a video on the page, because they feel like people would rather look at a video than read. So I would recommend putting a video about your topic, right? So if you have a video about whatever your service you do, put that on your homepage, right? Then you're gonna actually put the actual service that you do and highlight that, have pictures of it. Then you're going to have the full description of that particular. You're going to have 300 to 500 words describing that particular service, which you've already highlighted in the video. So by actually having all the segments that people may search for, which is the pictures, the video, and the content, you actually, once again, separate yourself from the competitors who may only have one. So someone may only have content, they don't have any pictures, right? If you have a lot of pictures, you stand out. Some people may have just pictures and words, but you have video. So these different things that you can add to your website to give yourself the ability to stand out.
Okay, dope. So there you go. Now we know a little bit on how to get busy and try to get your stuff up on the top. All right, so now, in particular, what did you do to get your stuff? So how do you get your bookings for your Escalades? I know you don't just rely on like Turo or anything like that. So what do you do?
So at first I rely all on Turo. That's been that's how I learned the business. I wanted to understand how much money I was making, how the process of how I was going to get my vehicles. I wanted to kind of get that in order. But immediately once I started my company, I created a website. And I started advertising for luxury car service in Atlanta. Got an address based out of Atlanta, so that when people are searching the most popular area that people are going to need a vehicle, airport, downtown Atlanta, my website comes up.
Gotcha.
And so here in the last few months, we're consistently starting to get big phone calls from people that are looking for vehicles online. What I am learning is that while I do feature just one car, my Escalade, when people are searching, they actually just want a car. Like,
period.
They may come to my website and they may search for, I want a black Escalade, or I got a G-Wagon, I want a white G-Wagon. But when they get to the website, that car's not available. Okay, well, what you got?
They just want a car. That's
So-
the thing. So that's what I was telling them. So in a mastermind, I tell them, I say you don't have to have 15 ads of different cars in order to get your cars booked. I say you can just take, if you got a Toyota, you do a video that's a Toyota and you describe what they can get. And they can get unlimited miles. They can get no deposit. They can get it with the deposit. They can do drive for Uber or Lyft, whatever. You're describing what it is, but one car. If they come to the ad and say, hey, I want that Toyota, and you say, okay, it's not available, they're going to say, what else you got? Or you just say, just like I do, oh yeah, I don't have that, but I got a Honda Civic. I don't have that, but I got a Hyundai Sonata, whatever. So you just letting them get other options. They don't care about what car it is. Really, they're going to ask for the car they want.
Absolutely.
But they'll also take whatever car. So that's the thing, and understanding that people, you're just trying to provide a service, see a need, fill a void. You know what I mean?
What I will say is that Turo actually uses SEO big time. If you do a search for any vehicle, I mean, just go and do a search for Cadillac, Escalade or Urus or any vehicle, G-Wagon, you're going to see Turo every single time come up in the top 3. They're spending a lot of money to be the number 1 in Google search. And so my thing is, if someone is thinking about, saying maybe I don't need SEO, well, it's okay, because your competitors are already spending all the money to be there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I want people to think about everything that they look for when they travel out of town. You're going to say, oh, where are the best restaurants in Puerto Rico? Like, Google is where you're going to go. That's top. That's number 1. Everybody has Google. Nobody has Ask Jeeves no more. None of that stuff. We use Google. So you're going to Google where to go to best restaurants, whatever is the top 3 joints. You're not even going to go far. You're going to look at the top 3. So if you understand how you even search for shit, what do you think people are going to do when it comes to your business? They won't get to your business. I've never went to a rental car company on Google Business or went to any business that's past 5 down.
Right.
So just think about it. I'm talking about, I barely go past 3.
Right.
So if I'm going 5 down and you're not there, there's no way I'll ever shop with you. So that's the thing. That's how important SEO is. So just think about yourself. Like, yo, if I want to go to a restaurant, if I want to get a pair of sneakers, I'm going to look at the top 3 choices on Google and never go no further. What are you going to look at? So if you have the choice to be able to be in the top 3 or top 2 or number 1, if you have that option, why wouldn't you do it if you're serious about your business? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why what you do is so important.
The other part about that too is, to your point, if you're looking at restaurants, the first thing you're probably looking for are reviews.
For sure.
You're trying to see, okay, well, man, what's the rating? Is it a 3.5? You know what I'm saying? Is it a 4.5, 4.6? So you're looking at the rating. How many reviews did it have?
Right.
How long have they been in business? So those are types of factors that in this market, people are trying to see, can I trust you with, feeding my family, or can I trust you doing work in my home?
For sure.
If you're a service industry, can I trust you doing my hair? You know what I'm saying? They want to see what people have had to say about your business. So
exactly,
it's also important to make sure that you're getting reviews, which highlights your service and your skills. If you are demonstrating that you're the best, then SEO is for you. If you know that nobody can do it like you, nobody can do this the way that I do, I have a unique skill set, I have unique talents, then I think that it's the best service for you, so that you can bring your skills and highlight it on the first page, so that to make the community better. You know what I'm saying? To give them the quality that people are looking for.
For sure. So what's something that's happened on your entrepreneurial journey that was not good? Like, what was probably the worst thing that you've been through that you didn't think you was going to overcome, and then you did?
Worst thing that I didn't think I was going to overcome.
Yeah, biggest struggle as an entrepreneur.
My biggest struggle as an entrepreneur, I think I initially started my business, and I try to service everybody, right? I try to make my product so affordable that anybody can buy it. And what I found was, when I positioned myself where even if I did a good job, it still didn't help. I know that sounds strange, but I'll try to break it down for you. So somebody hired me, and they're paying me. When I started in 2009, 2010, my first website, I had people paying me $100, $200 a month. Okay.
Very affordable.
You're like, wow, it's great. Yeah, sign me up, right? Okay. Well, look, so I do a good job. I get you $1,500 a month on your marketing. You're like, okay, well, man, that's 15 to 1. The problem is, that's not paying the bills. That's not to covering your bottom line. It's not, you got overhead in that. You got supplies you have to pay for. So at the end of the month, when it comes time to pay that bill, it's not really impacting your business in a way to really change your life, right? And so a lot of times when it comes time to pay, it was a challenge for clients. And so what I found was I had to create an environment where when I delivered my leads to my clients, they can see a return that can actually impact their business. And so what I found was by charging more, allowed me to put more time into my SEO, more time into my work, which gave me the ability to put more return in their pockets.
Gotcha.
And so when my clients start seeing $15,000, $20,000 a month return, $30,000 a month, they were much happier, and those customers have stuck around. So that's what I found, is that
it's true.
By really trying to understand, I stopped doing that, just charging whatever. I focused on providing a solution based off of the customer. When someone asks me for my price, well, what is it that you do? That's my first question. What do you do? So I can determine, what you need, so that I can customize something to fit your needs, so that when you do get your product, you're happy with the return. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what matters to me. When you get a return, that you're happy for your business.
Exactly. Have you ever invested in something and it didn't turn out that you were happy with the service?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Like tell us about a time. You're in business, so people are going to go through these things, and a lot of people let those things stop them from continuing, or let it sway them down a path they shouldn't.
That's a great question. I've paid for marketing. I'm an SEO, and one thing about me, I really want to do what I'm good at. I have a team of web designers. I'll describe my team. My team does websites. They don't know how to do SEO. They don't know how to write content, right? I have designers that don't know how to build websites. All they do is design, you know what I'm saying? And so my developers, they build sites, they don't design or do SEO, right? So for me, I just do the SEO aspect. I actually help sites get on that first page. I'm an expert at that. Well, I've had some situations where I've hired social media people. I've paid thousands of dollars for their social media, you know what I'm saying? And not seeing the return that I'm looking for. But for me, it's not that social media doesn't work.
Right.
I just gotta find the right person that's going to deliver for me for results. So I think that, it's the same approach with any advertiser. You just gotta try it and see what it can do for you. But regardless, that it can work. You just gotta find the right situation to get it to work for you.
Yeah, I see me in those type of decisions. You got to know when to bow out gracefully too. And like sometimes, I feel like sometimes it does take a time. Like when it comes to ads, it's unique, because if you know anything about ads and Facebook Ads Manager, TikTok Ads Manager, what happens is you got to fill up your pixel. You got to fill up the pixel. So you got to basically do awareness ads out at everywhere and see who's looking at the ad. And then once it's been populated, now you can create a lookalike audience based off of the people that actually interact with your shit. So it takes time to build that up to see where to actually send your ads to see if it works. So it takes a little time. So you can't just go in 1 month and then judge it. So you got to wait a little bit. But the thing is, you got to know after a minute though, if it ain't going, it ain't going.
Right.
And that's the thing. Sometimes people will literally go for a year. That's why people do like terms and contracts, like for a certain amount of time, so they can judge if they want to renew. That's how you got to do those things. So sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it's just like maybe they're trying something new with your specific skill set or whatever it is your business is, and then you just got to say, all right, cool, I'm not gonna do it. But a lot of people quit after these things. So I'd be like, yo, you're gonna spend money. Sometimes it's going to pay off. Sometimes you're going to take an L, but the L is a lesson, so you can know how to move in the right direction. So, all right. So let's just say if this was you're on a podcast and you control everything, what would be a question you would want yourself to be asked?
Oh man. Well, I think one thing that people should know, how many pages should be on your website. If you are a service-based business, how many pages should you have on your website?
Okay.
The answer to that question is as many as you need. No more should you have an 8-page website.
8 pages?
8 pages ain't enough. You may need 50 pages, 100 pages, 200 pages, 300-page websites now.
Why though? Why so many pages?
Because you actually have to, number one, answer your commonly asked questions. You have to answer the needs of the people. One of the things that if you have a term that you introduce on your website that people may not know, for example, search engine optimization, you should highlight that keyword, that key phrase, link it to a separate page where you describe the actual phrase. so that they can continue to read in the paragraph. But if they want to know what it means, click on the link and go to the page and get the definition of it.
Got you.
Simple.
I see that a lot. I see, but is that page actually connected to the website, or is it going to a completely separate one?
It's still connected to your website, but what it does is it gives the person the ability to understand exactly what your content is about. In addition, every service, every area that you offer will need a landing page.
So, okay, the landing page is the initial page that they click on.
Is the initial page you click on. So
Right.
what I'm saying is that every single page of your website is an actual window where someone can click, an actual door where somebody can enter into your site. Okay.
Gotcha.
So for example, if you are a painter and you serve all of the Atlanta area, right? Well, you need a landing page for the service of painting in each city. So if there's 50 cities in Atlanta, that's 50 pages to start with.
But why?
If you do interior painting and exterior painting, you're gonna have to have separate pages. Well, if you look on your phone right now and you look up Painter Dunwoody, tell me what's on that page.
Let's see. Painter Dunwoody. Let's see. What's on it? Choose a handyman.
When you go down to the organic aspect, what you're going to find is that every painter is based, according to that page, on Dunwoody painters. So keep going
Dunwoody.
down. Dunwoody, all the way down.
Yeah.
If you
A lot of them are actually in Dunwoody.
well, they actually have a landing page for Dunwoody, right? So they could be based in Marietta, but they have a page in their website for Dunwoody.
So how do you do that? Do you have to have an address that's in Dunwoody linked to that page?
You don't have to have an address. You just have to have a optimized web page to show Google that you're the best result for that query. So even though I'm based in Marietta, I can drive to Dunwoody to paint your house.
Right.
So now I have to demonstrate to Google that I'm the best painter in all of Atlanta. So I don't care if they're in Dunwoody, they could be in McDonough. I want that person, I want to come up on the first page of Google when they search for it. Where if you go to look in McDonough painter, you're going to see that entire page is about McDonough painters. So you have
Got you.
So you actually have to have a landing page for every city, every service.
That's crazy. I never thought about it like
you do.
that. So I need to just switch up my rental car page. I need to do Marietta, Sandy Springs. I need to do everywhere. Athens.
Going crazy.
No,
So-
for real. Because I mean, I can service all of those areas. And if you're saying, because like most people are going to search for me in Atlanta,
That's right.
so I need to really be in Norcross and all of these different cities that have a landing page for all of those. So when they search for it, it'll still pull me up.
Exactly.
Telling y'all, man, this is what you need to know.
Really?
Because I didn't even know that. That's what I'm saying.
You really want to go crazy.
No, that's true. That's facts, bro. I never thought about that.
Next thing is you need to have, and that's why I told you, I kind of gave you some sauce earlier when I talked about Turo.
Yes.
If you look up any car, what they've done is they've created a landing page for every vehicle. So when you Google the vehicle in the city, you get a landing page for that vehicle in the city, right? So they've done the same thing, not just for the rental car. They've done it for the actual
Vehicle.
all of them.
The actual type of vehicle. So if it's
How many pages
Escalade,
is that?
Escalade, Dunwoody, it's still going to pull up Toro with an Escalade.
So what they do is, if the way that it's programmed on the back end, they've created it where wherever you list your vehicle, like you list your vehicle, they have the site where it programs to make a page for your listing address, which may be in this location, you know what I'm saying, like Dunwoody, whatever.
Right.
It will actually land in that area for that type of car. So when someone searches for it, your car could pop up on the search results.
That's crazy.
Every car that ever goes on the website, wherever that person is located, it creates a page for it.
That's nuts, man. See, now you got to think a little bit deeper now. Y'all can't just rely on ads. You got to really have your shit positioned the right way. I'm about to just get with my man right now and set up pages for all of the greater Atlanta area, all the greater California area, all of the greater Miami area, so I can make sure I'm getting all these bookings. 'Cause I mean, I've been missing out on money for years. Literally. That's what that really means. People don't understand that, like, because I do advertisements in Miami, Houston, Orlando, LA, ATL, because I got cars out there. So now I've been only doing a position for the exact city I'm putting. Like, because I run ads out in LA, it's going to be going Los Angeles area, but not Beverly Hills, not, you know, all of these different cities out there, you know, Pasadena and things like that. I'm literally just strictly, but I really, that's what where I got my cars out there, it does service that whole entire area. Missing bags. See, this is why you got to tap into No Fluff. You know the vibes, man. So, you said you had to talk about something controversial.
That's it.
That was it?
That was it. That was the saucy. Like, people think you just do a 5-page website, 10-page website. It's not enough.
Damn.
It's not enough. You're not going to rank on the first page of Google with 10 pages. You got to have as many pages as you need. That could be 50. It could be 100. It could be 1,000, depending on the service that you're in.
Yo, we about to have 1,000 pages, cuz. So we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. He doesn't have a course yet, but we're gonna work on it within the next couple weeks. And before this episode comes out, I want y'all to tap this link underneath this video. Clearly like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, because a lot of people have no idea about SEO and how important it is, including myself. He just got me somewhere. He just made me money on this, and y'all not gonna take advantage of it. So make sure y'all grab his course under here. Y'all grab the total massage gun, because you're gonna be stressed out while you're going through this entrepreneurship journey. You're gonna need to get that neck and back massage. So get one of them, and then just follow him on Instagram. So you wanna drop your gram?
You can find me on Instagram at Chris Williams Inc.
Okay, Chris Williams Inc. on IG. Make sure y'all tap in. Shoot the man some love. If y'all just learned something on this video, soon as y'all get out this joint, go to his gram, show him some love, like all his pictures, hit him up in the comments, man, because he just made me and you some money. No Fluff the podcast. We out. Get it.